In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another Big 12 foe, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, looking to throw. Takes his shot. Finds a man on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Get set.
Now the play fake. Dances away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
First down, Tar.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the red zone, looking for a man. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Back to throw, it's Marshall. Lets it fly. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Jayhawks get the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. Nifty little dance step. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, North Carolina 7, Kansas 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
The quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Nice move there. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. That'll be a good call later on in the game.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Power football with the run. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Fires and picked off. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Plum.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying to get the corner. At the 15, he's loose. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there. And they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's caught! Touchdown, North Carolina! On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he got loose. Oh, look out, there he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kansas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. To throw, it's Marshall. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Always a little violent on special teams. That one crosses the line. Unnecessary roughness to call. First down here for the offense. With jet sweep pass. Got it inside the 15. He's loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses.
Touchdown, UNC! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Stewart. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Leaves it with the back. And the 45 on its way. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Jayhawks have this offense rolling. After run, now throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of
they're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you were.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he's
running toward the goal line. It's a fumble.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, North Carolina 21, Kansas 14.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Number 19, with the grab and the score.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Jayhawks. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
North Carolina 21.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
Returner runs out of bounds.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Looking to throw on second down. Got his man quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back to the air one more time. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 19 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the move at the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. It's complete to the left. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Nice job reading the coverage on the drag route, too. If it's man coverage, he's going to continue to move. You got to let him fight through the wash in the middle of the field, put it out in front of him, and let him turn it upfield.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They move on top here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
2nd down coming up.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Get it out on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Moves around to clear up the vision. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter. You got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And they kneel down for a 2nd time to drain as much time as possible off the clock and set up their kicker for the game-winning field goal attempt. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Give to the big fullback. Tackled there by the defense.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, North Carolina.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, it's good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. He'll call for the fair catch here. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many